Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to show you how to learn a language being self-taught by yourself in your own time. This doesn't mean that you cannot have a teacher in order to help you, but in my experience, this is the best way, the most accessible, the cheapest, the most available way that you can learn a language by yourself. If you learn the strategies around it, because there are strategies in order to make this work. So everything that you will need for this is Google Translate and a notebook, a physical notebook. I have this one, Yellow Pages, love it, and yeah. So let's get started. So here I have Google Translate, and I speak Portuguese as my native language, and I am learning Italian as my second language, as my third language. So I am going to write in Portuguese, First, I can think about what I want to say. So I want to say that my name is Jackson. And then I can imagine what the Italian would be like before I write it down. So I think that it's going to be chiamomi Jackson, or maybe il mio nome è Jackson. So let's see what is most common. Il mio nome è Jackson. Mi chiamo Jackson. So what I learn here is that I don't need to say chiamomi. I can say mi chiamo Jackson. And then I will write it down, mi chiamo Jackson here. Here, if you click here, you can see that there is another possibility. So you can always click on a sentence and see what is best for you, what you prefer to write, because sometimes there will be more than one option, because languages are flexible. Il mio nome è Jackson. So this one I got right. Interesting. Now I want to say that I am 29 years old. The way I would say it would be ho 29 anni. Sì. Ho 29 anni. I think it is. Tenho 29 anos. Sì, ho 29 anni. And then I write it on paper. Ho 29 anni. And then if I wanted to know the number, of course, because maybe I would misspell it, maybe I wouldn't write it correctly. Tenho 29 anos. Ho 29. What I learn here is that in Portuguese it's separated, 20 and 9. But in Italian it's linked together, 29. Ho 29 anni. Ho 29 anni. And then I can check the pronunciation as well.
Mi chiamo Jackson. Ho 29 anni.
Ho 29 anni. Okay. And then I can say things that are more interesting or related to my day, because this is gonna be a diary anyway. So just describe your day with language that you know that you don't have in that language, but it doesn't matter. It's your diary, and it's your diary in Italian or in the language that you're learning. So you don't care about really learning anything. You care about writing your diary in the language that you're learning, and that's it. And then at the end of this, you're going to have a diary in Italian. Done. It's not about learning the language. You will learn the language. But at this moment, it's not about that. It's about filling up this diary in the language that you're learning. It's going to be a beautiful thing. So today I woke up later than usual. Hoje eu levantei depois de costume. The way I would say it in Italian would be something like Oggi mi ho alzato dopo del comune. No, it wouldn't be like that. You see, so here I'm struggling. Oggi mi ho alzato dopo, I don't know. Hoje levantei depois de costume. Oggi mi sono alzato. Oh my god, I should know this. So they don't use for movement and action in Italian. You're gonna use the verb essere instead of avere. Yeah. Oggi mi sono alzato più tardi del solito. I knew that di solito was something like usually or generally, but del solito didn't come to mind, so this is something that I'm learning. Another tip for you would be to, in your notebook, you write in uppercase, maiúsculas, the things that you got wrong or that you didn't know or that you were not sure about. So in this case, I would make uppercase sono, più tardi, and del solito. These are the things that I am strengthening in this sentence. These are the things that were less obvious to me. Although I knew them, I didn't get them right. So it's my job to write them in uppercase and to have this visible. This is something that you can do or you may not want to do. Sometimes you will do, sometimes you will not do. Don't make it a rule. Let's not make rules for things that don't need to be rules. Let's just make things possibilities for when you think it will help you. If you don't think it's going to help you, then you don't do. If you think it's going to be interesting to see, then you do it. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. When I'm more lazy, I just write my Italian. When I am more in a mood for understanding the nuances of the language, or maybe for strengthening things that I think I should have known and I still don't, then maybe I will make it more visible by making it uppercase. But more has happened in my day. So besides waking up later than usual, I don't know, besides in Italian, altrimenti, no. Oh, além de ter, di avere, essere alzato più tardi del solito, além de ter levantado depois de costume, oltre ad alzarsi più tardi del solito, mi ho alzato. So what I learn here is that the verb alzare, mi sono alzato, mi sono alzato. Então aqui, beyond, besides waking yourself up, alzarsi, so the si is the reflexive particle that here just comes before, and then here, as it's a more general question, or I'm linking other things, ter levantado. Oltre ad alzarsi più tardi del solito, além de ter levantado depois do costume, I don't know what to say actually. I'm gonna erase this. Eu fiz meu café. Ho fatto la mia colazione. O il mio caffè. Ho fatto il mio caffè, mas eu quero dizer meu café da manhã. Então, la mia colazione da manhã. Ho fatto la mia colazione. I ate bread with dulce de leche. Ho mangiato pane con dolce de latte. I don't know. Eu comi pão com doce de leite. Ho mangiato il pane con il dulce de leche. Okay. So they say it just like in English. Ho mangiato il pane. What I learned in this sentence is that in Italian they will put il, con il pane con il dulce de leche. Whereas in Portuguese we would say eu comi pão com doce de leite, something more general. I ate bread with dulce de leche, not I ate the bread with the dulce de leche. Dulce de leche. I cooked some mandioca, cassava. Ho cotto un po' di mandioca. Eu cozinhei um pouco de mandioca. Ho cucinato. If I want to know maybe just a little piece of the sentence, I may cut it. I may clip a part of it. So maybe I can press Ctrl X to grab it. Ho cucinato. Ok. Un po'. Ho cucinato della manioca. What I learned in this sentence is that un poco di, a little bit of, some, in Italian will be using this, ho cucinato della manioca. It's a particle that refers to something that is not exact. And then here I have just learned something, so I can, in the next sentence, I may want to try to use it in a different way. Eu cozinhei um pouco de mandioca e eu tomei um pouco de leite. Eu tomei um pouco de leite. Ho bevuto del latte. Eu bebi um pouco de leite. Ho bevuto del latte. So I got it right. I identified this in this sentence, and then I tried one more, and I got it right in the second one. So I think that this is the spirit. You're going to use Google Translate in order to challenge yourself in your own learning whenever you want, in your time, in the sentences that you want. And this way, always writing on the paper, please. Register this, you know? Okay, I think that this is the basics of what I mean by this exercise, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you do it, and I hope you have results, which I think are inevitable with this exercise, honestly. Thank you very much.